Hello guys, welcome back to my channel MSAK Trading. Guys, let's go ahead and check out how Nifty has performed today based on our yesterday's trade plan, and also let's check out about Bank Nifty, and after analyzing we'll also have a trade plan for tomorrow in both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Guys, if you see today's chart, I had drawn this resistance level 1. You can see this, and I had mentioned you yesterday, if price closes above this R1, there are good chances we can see 13,722 and 13,760. You can see both the targets on the upside has been hit today. On Nifty, it was a very beautiful trade on the long side. And talking about Bank Nifty, you can see here yesterday I had marked this as a very important resistance level. This is a resistance zone what I had marked, and I had also said you the many times the prices have been rejected from this level. And you can see initially the first 5-minute candle, you can see here prices came down to S1, and I had marked here that from S1 there are good chances it can go back to R1. You can see here prices have reversed from S1 itself and close above this level, that is 3925. I was expecting almost around 31,040 to come in. It has gone almost up to 31,000. The high was 3998, and from there the prices again come to the resistance zone, and today it has in fact closed below the resistance zone itself, right? So both Nifty and Bank Nifty trades were very simple for today. Now let's go and check out how we will plan our trades for tomorrow. Let me first delete all these drawings. And probably we may need some new zones. I'll draw some new zones as well today on Bank Nifty. Guys, as I've said you before, I always do multi time frame analysis. I just don't see 5 minutes chart and decide what to do. First thing what I do is I check out daily chart. Let's go and check out daily chart and see what is the kind of candle it had formed today. This is today's candle, and you can see the open and close price here. Open and close price here. Open was 3841.85 and the closing price was 3844.40. Guys, this is the doji. This is the doji, and understand the behavior of doji. Here in doji, neither buyer nor sellers were the winners. That's the reason we have not seen any of the good bullish candle or bearish candle body today. This means both buyers and sellers are confused, and doji high and doji low will be very important trading point. Doji can usually reverse the trend or continue the trend, right? Let's go and check out what has happened with 2-hour chart as well. Okay, let me delete these drawings first. Then I will show you what new zones I may create for tomorrow's trading plan. Let me extend this. These are the same zones what I had previously created. Let me try drawing a small trend line here, uptrend line I am talking about. This is going to be a good trend line for tomorrow. I'll extend this zone as well. Okay, now let's go and check out 15 minutes chart. Okay, this is the 15-minute chart. Okay, on 15-minute chart you can see here price is trading somewhere near the trend line. The first important thing, it has closed below the resistance zone what we had drawn, and it is trading near the trend line. So this is going to be a very important point. And I'll also mark today's high and today's low. Okay, this is today's low, that is 3652, which is near the S1 support 1 zone. And let me mark the day high as well. Okay, this is the day high what I have marked. This is the place where I'll be creating a resistance zone. I'll show you in some time now. Okay, now for tomorrow, let me draw a resistance zone here. Okay, this will be the point what I'll be using to draw resistance zone, and I'll tell you why I have drawn this as well. This will be my R1. This is the resistance zone 1. Guys, the reason to draw this resistance zone, understand this, it's very important. See here, we can see a rejection from this level. Prices came back, bounced up again from this level. We have seen a rejection, and prices again bounced up here. And after this rejection, we have seen price going down. Right? I can see prices getting rejected 3 times on 5 minutes chart. That's the reason I am drawing this as a resistance zone 1 now for tomorrow. I'm sorry, this will be resistance zone 2. This will be resistance zone 1, and this will be resistance zone 2. This will be resistance zone 2. Okay, for tomorrow, please understand this. The first important thing is price has closed nearby the zone, so it won't be much difficult to take the trade in case this trend line breaks. In case this trend line breaks and price sustains below this level, let me mark this level, it's somewhere around 3800. If price sustains below, breaking this zone, breaking this trend line with a bearish candle, and if price sustains below this 3800, there are good chances we can see prices move to this support zone 1 what I had previously marked. And below this S1, my targets will be 35.35 and then 34.50. And in case the price reverses from here, we can expect again the price to move to R1. We can have a long trade here. Price reversing from any of the zones, you can take a long trade, right? But make sure once you are in profit, you trail the stop losses. The second thing is, in case we see price moving upside, or if price gaps up again above the resistance zone 1, my targets will be up to this R2. It's almost around 60 points, not much. And above this, I'll see for 31,040 and 31,190. This will be the targets on the upside. But today's high will be a strong point from where again the prices can reverse. Understand this. Doji's high and low is very important, as I said you before. Once the doji high breaks, we can see some upward momentum or a reversal. It depends. In case price reverses from this R2, again prices, there are good chances price will enter this R1. But make sure if price is reversing from R2, this trend line will be a very important point for the trade on the downside, right? So on Bank Nifty, we have a very simple plan. Whenever price closes near the zone, taking a trade from this level, it won't be much difficult. If in case price closes between the zones, between two zones, then we'll have to patiently wait for the trade. As yesterday I had said you can check out here, price had closed here somewhere between the zone. Yesterday I had explained you this. See, you can see price had closed here somewhere in between the zone. So as I said you before in this yesterday's video, you can check it out. I had said you will patiently wait for the price to enter a zone, then we can take the trade. The same thing has happened. It had entered the zone and then we had seen a reversal on the upside, right? But when price is closing nearby some zone, then it won't be much difficult, provided it doesn't give a gap up or gap down. In case it gives a gap down, yes, you have a short trade prepared, and in case it gives a gap up, make sure it closes above 3900 for a trade on the upside to resistance zone 2, right? Let me mark these levels as well, so that it will be easy for you to plot on your chart. This is one level what I'm talking about, that is 39.99. You can take it as 31,000 and 39.57. I've just explained you some time back the reason I have drawn this zone, because we have seen some rejection from this level, right? So Bank Nifty, we have understood what plan we have for tomorrow. Let's go and check out Nifty as well. Let me delete these drawings first. You take any script you want. It's not just Nifty or Bank Nifty, but make sure you always do multi-time frame analysis. At least you will have an idea what is happening in a higher time frame. Okay, now first let's go and check out what has happened in daily chart in Nifty. This is the daily chart. Okay, it's a bullish candle for today. Okay, now let's go and check out what has happened with 2-hour chart. Then probably we'll need some new zones here on the top. Okay, on 2-hour chart I see something like a spinning top here. Guys, you can watch it out. On 2-hour chart, this looks something like a spinning top. This low has been holding today. The low, you can check it. You can check out the low here. Let me zoom this chart so that you can see it properly. Right, okay. Now check this low here. This low was around 13,724.20 and this was around 13,723.45. Okay, if I have to take any reversal trade, it will be below this low, that is 13,723.45. 13,723.45 will be an important point for tomorrow's reversal. If I have to take a trade below this, it will be 13,723.45. This is the first point you got to understand. Below this 2 hour candle, the last candle's low. Okay, now let's see if I can draw a trend line here. Just go to the next low and check it out. Okay, Nifty looks like it's going to reverse the trend. Looks like Nifty is ready to reverse the trend for tomorrow. Okay, let's go to 15 minutes chart now. Guys, remember this point 13,723.45. This is on spot chart. From the next week, I'll also plot Nifty futures chart, because I've been getting many messages. Usually I use Nifty spot chart for analysis. I'll even draw levels on Nifty future chart in the coming week. Okay, now this is 15 minute chart. You can see here the reason why I said you that Nifty can reverse the trend. It's because you can just check out what has happened here. In case Nifty has broken the trend line for today. Yes, and that too, there was a big trend bearish candle while it has broken the trend, and it has been trading within the range itself, that is 13,760 and 13,723.45. that is today's low. I just marked the 723. Actually previous level was 720. Now I'll take 723 into consideration. Okay, now let's go to 5 minutes chart and see what is the trade plan what we'll have today for tomorrow. Sorry. Let me adjust this trend line and see what it looks like. Yes, this is good. Okay. Guys, tomorrow's trade plan is very simple. I'll have a resistance zone as well here. I'll just draw the resistance zone. Let me show you. There will be two important zones. I'm taking this high, today's high, and this point, because I'll just tell you the reason in some time. I'll have one more level, this. Okay, now let's mark these levels. The topmost level is going to be my R1. This is resistance zone 1. From 758 I am dragging this line to day high. Let's check out what day high was. Okay, yes, this is the day high, 773. I will have one more line here. With these two lines I have prepared a zone for tomorrow's trade, that is 13,773 and 766. It's almost around 6 to 7 points. Okay, now the other zone, I'll tell you why I created this as well. This point 723 and 734. Okay, let me go to 5 minutes chart now. The reason I have created this zone on the top, that is R1, resistance zone 1, is because you can see here prices hit this point and then it has reversed. After hitting this point, there was a big bearish candle in 5 minutes chart. That's the reason I'm preparing a zone here on the top, that is resistance zone 1, what I just showed you. You can just check out here. This is R1 what I had prepared now. And my support zone is this now. This is the S1. This is going to be my S1. The reason to prepare the small S1 zone, I could see a bounce here. I'll just zoom the chart. You can see price has bounced here today in this level, went up near the trend line, came back to this level, bounced again, entered this zone and closed above this zone. This is a small support zone which will be very much important for tomorrow's trade. Right? I have marked this level. You can just plot this level so you will understand. Now let me change my S2 as well. My S2 will be this. Okay, so what I can expect for tomorrow? As I've said you before, whenever price closes near the zone, it's very easy to decide what trades you can take. The first thing is, I would look, if prices sustains above this S1, I'll be looking for a long trade. I'll tell you what is my point here. The point above which I'll be taking a long trade is somewhere around this level. Yes, somewhere around 742 for a target of 766, and above this you can take the target as 13800. Once it crosses R1, or once you see a bullish candle close above today's high, you can expect prices to move towards 13800. This is a simple trade what I have for tomorrow. And in case price reverses from this zone itself, you know what to do. You can see here prices have reversed and entered this level, that is S1. There are good chances price, if it reverses from here, we can see a fall till S1. And if price remains in the range, let me tell you, it will be again something, a bounce from S1 to R1. If price breaks S1, we have target towards S2, and below S2 we have S3. This is the level. Let me mark this as S3. This is S3. And I have said you before, if price reverses from any of the zones, the good chances it will enter the previous zone. Reversing from S2, we can see S1. Reversing from S3, we can see S2, and if it closes above S2, we can see S1, and then back to the almost around R1, right? So this is what I'm going to plan for tomorrow. Let's see how prices behave, how prices respect our zone. Guys, if you have any doubts, you can just share it in the comments. If you have any doubts, you can share it in the comments. Right? Okay, fine. And make sure you keep the stop loss. Stop loss is very important while trading. And once you are in profit, make sure you trail your stops so that you don't lose out your potential profits. Guys, remember one thing, very important thing in trading is you will have to plan your trades one day prior. In case price gaps up or gaps down, then probably you will have to go with different strategy. Very soon, once I have more than 500 subscribers, I'll be revealing that strategy about gap up and gap down, how I usually handle that. And I have also updated regarding the free training program. You can share it with your friends. Once we have more than 1000 subscribers, we'll start the free training program. In case you have liked this video, you enjoyed watching this, please give a like and please subscribe the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'll be updating day to day trading plan on Nifty and Bank Nifty. That's all for today, guys. Let's see tomorrow how Nifty performs and Bank Nifty performs, and I'll see you tomorrow again in the evening. Take care, guys. Have a good night.